Now that we've had a taste of this year's panels and excellent speakers and subject matter, a brief interlude for me to say a personal welcome from myself and Forbes Media to say thanks so much for joining us for this year's AgTech. As my conference group knows, the Forbes Live events team, this happens to be my favorite event that we do each year. It's a great combination of an interesting and important topic in a fantastic and authentic setting as Main Street Salinas. And it's part of a bigger public and private initiative to rightfully position the Salinas Valley as a global center and leader in agriculture and innovation. Now we throw in a country band, we throw in some local wine and craft beer, and we have the freshest produce and fruit, and you can get anywhere in the world, and what the heck, you gotta have a good time, right? What's not to love about this? So we always enjoy coming here each year. I should tell you, 2017 happens to be Forbes' 100th anniversary. Scottish immigrant B.C. Bertie Forbes, Steve Forbes' grandfather, he launched the magazine in September of 1917, and legend has it that he'd sit in the Waldorf Astoria and capture the movers and shakers of the day, guys with names like Rockefeller and Astor and Morgan and Vanderbilt, and he'd interview them on their business success, what made them tick. It was 1 year later in 1918 that Forbes produced its very first rich list. The 30 richest Americans at the time had a total asset value of $3.7 billion, $1.2 billion of which was Rockefeller alone, the world's first billionaire. Now, for comparison's sake, this year we identified 2,043 global billionaires worth a total of $7.7 trillion. So 100 years, things have changed quite a bit. Now, over those 100 years we've published Forbes, our editorial focus has surprisingly remained very consistent. Bertie Forbes called it a magazine for doers and doings. That was the subhead of the magazine for many years. And he said, the be-all and end-all of life should not be to get rich, but to enrich the world. Now today, our terminology's changed a little bit. We call it entrepreneurial capitalism, but it really is the same celebration and storytelling about those people, the entrepreneurs, the innovators, and the thought leaders who are driving change, making things happen, and as Neil said here just a few moments ago, striving to change the world, make it better. And that's why Forbes has invested time and money in developing the AgTech Summit here in Salinas. We've witnessed the doers and doings of the AgTech industry, the leadership in Salinas, as well as many of you in the audience today, and we know that we, Forbes, are on to an important story. There are many people to thank for all the work on this event, and they'll be named over the course of the next 2 days, or of this 2 days. But I'd like to thank two special partners now. Our programming partner, the Mixing Bowl, for helping us navigating the burgeoning world of AgTech, and our founding partner of this event, who you've heard and seen on stage already, John Hartnett of SVG and Thrive. He first introduced Forbes to the wondrous Salinas Valley